The holiday from hell gets worse for Neil Warnock as Craig Levein drives up to Aberdeen, takes a shite in his scrambled eggs and leaves with a number 2 goals, 3 points, and Neil Warnock, he'll be going to the retirement home surely, won't he be, big man?
He will be. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Forget about Neil Warnock, more like Neil Walnut. Has he got an IQ in that footballing brain, that hollow brain, that walnut-sized brain? I don't think so. Guy has done an absolute shocking job at Aberdeen. He's massacred a team that was actually putting in good performances, despite Barry Robson getting sacked. Let's not pretend like Aberdeen have had a shit show of a season. Some of their performances, especially in Europe, have been really, really good. They beat Rangers at Ibrox as well earlier in the season. Yes, under Michael Beale, but still... Right, Aberdeen have put in some good performance. Even after Robson went, they got a 1-1 draw against Celtic, and it looked like there was going to be a comeback, a fight back after Robson was gone, new manager bounce. Then they bring in Neil Warnock, and it's just went downhill from there. It's like every game they've been shite. He came in, he rushed up here, probably doing illegal speeding on the M8 so he could get up here on time to manage Aberdeen for the Rangers game. And since then, the only win he's got...
Was he just doing a continuous loop between Glasgow and Edinburgh in the M8, like, or did he peel off?
I know, he took the slip road up to Aberdeen. Was it the M5? M5.
Aye, you don't know your motorways, mate, anyway.
It's M5, is it?
No, it's not, no.
Well, how do you get to Aberdeen then?
You fucking head north, don't you?
It's a fucking shithole. I wouldn't want to go there anyway. He probably wishes it was... Well,
he's just doing a continuous loop.
Aberdeen are doing a continuous loop. Hire new manager, do shite, fire him. Hire new manager, do shite, fire him. So Aberdeen, they lost this game by 2-0. We'll talk a little bit more about their shite run of form lately. Let's talk about the game first though. St Johnstone, 2-0 win. Mungba Kimpapeo, or whatever you call him, Mumpa
ruin your fucking holiday up in Aberdeen.
Munka Kimbioka.
There you go.
Munka Kimbioka. It's been a good signing for St Johnstone. Brought this guy in January. He's scoring goals and he looks a good find there. So Craig Levein, I think we should give him credit. Guys came in, done a good job at St Johnstone. Keep in mind, when he came in, St Johnstone scored 3 goals in 12 games.
Yeah.
And you constantly get Michael Stewart bashing Levein, saying St Johnstone are the lowest scorers in the league.
Do you have the scoop? Why is Michael Stewart so against Craig Levein?
Oh, he fucking managed him, didn't he? He was his player under him, so...
Where?
Hearts.
When?
2000, early 2000s.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So
why is he him? Like, why though?
Maybe he never played him. Maybe he made him sit on the fucking bench.
No, that's sad though.
But Michael Stewart's definitely got an agenda. Again, yeah, he points out that St Johnstone... See, when you've only scored 3 goals in your opening 12 games, you're probably going to finish the season as the lowest goal scorer.
I think it's incredible how that's...
And he was 7 points adrift. Michael Stewart says the only reason St Johnstone are out of the relegation zone is because other teams have struggled. If St Johnstone kept playing the way they were playing and getting the results they were getting, they'd still be last.
Yep.
Right? Now, we can argue Livy and Ross County have been shite. Not denying that. But let's just give Craig Levein a bit of credit here. He's came in, everyone thought they were down, everyone thought St Johnstone were done, and it was only after like 5 or 6 games, he had them out the relegation zone and people were saying, St Johnstone are going to stay up now. So... let's just give Craig Levein a bit of credit. I'm not the biggest fan of the guy, alright, Mr. 460. Never forget that. But he's done I think he's done a good job at St Johnstone.
Yeah, he has. You know,
and he's done a good job tonight.
He's took them for last to, I think they'll easily stay up.
Yeah, and people are saying this is a shock. I personally don't think so. I could see St Johnstone winning tonight. I was leaning more towards a draw. But I'm certainly not shocked.
I think St Johnstone winning was more likely than Aberdeen. And that may sound like it. That's not a shock. I think Aberdeen are fucking awful.
Yeah, so the penalty that Aberdeen got...
Absolutely a penalty. Come on. It just begs the question why the Garterman one wasn't given against for Hibs a couple of weeks ago. But this one is... There's no consistency.
Yeah, the consistency's out the window. So Nicky Clark gets the penalty, scores it. Before this, he had a pretty good chance where he was left unopened. He was left unmarked in the box and he chested it right into the hands of Ruse. But Aberdeen just...
Miloski dragged a shot wide.
Yeah, but that was all Aberdeen really offered in the first half. Not a lot happening. Second half, Aberdeen had more chances, but they just didn't really... Nothing really clear-cut. I mean, yeah, no, Mitov made a few good saves, but I don't think it was his best game. He was awarded man of the match. But for me... I thought everything was pretty comfortable for Mitov tonight.
I think Petedri Pittodrie. I think Pittodrie was a joke. I think it was half empty for the get-go.
The save from Lewis Clarkson was very good. Poor defending for St Johnstone. Long ball up for Kyler Roos.
Leighton Clarkson?
What do I call him?
Lewis Ferguson?
Anyway, point is, Clarkson gets through on goal. I think the extra touch that he took to take the ball away for goal ended up screwed. I know he's trying to open up an angle, but I think he should have just shot. Because opening up that angle meant that Mitov closed him down a little bit. And then, yeah, for me, I would have just hit it first time. Mitov though made a good save there. Aberdeen had some, at times they looked okay going forward, but I don't think they ever really looked like scoring.
No, they didn't.
I know Mitov made a couple of good saves, but I never felt like Aberdeen were going to get back into this game. I never felt like they were going to win this game. And then the defending for the St Johnstone goal. Great ball, by the way. Fantastic ball from Yesimi.
Jay-Simi? Aye, Jay-Simi.
Jay-Simi, that's the one. Jay-Simi. Bit of a weird name to pronounce.
Did you see me, Jay?
You see me now? So Jay-Simi with a outside of the foot ball up the field to Kimboyka. Kimboyka.
Right, anyway. Partly they were trying this all night. Don't know.
Kimboyka. What do you mean, don't know?
Aye, but in sports scene, it's not like they were showing it all. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Lights, camera, action. I'm not afraid to admit I watched this game on sports scene. If there's a fucking man alive that found this on any website, fair play to you. You could have found Madeleine McCann while you were at it as well, but come on. Let's just talk about what we came to talk about. Neil Warnock. Not the reality is.
No, but hold on.
No, I need to talk.
Kimboyka, good strike. Great pass for Yasimi. Good strike for Kimboyka. 2-0. As soon as the ball went in the back of the net, you just seen the Aberdeen fans behind the goal. They literally stood up,
the four that was left,
turned their backs and walked up the fucking stairs. And that was like, oh man, not a good night for Neil Warnock. Let's talk about him.
Well, yeah, let's talk about him. See this gimmick that he came up here for a holiday and for some fun? That's absolutely correct, but not the problem is. He probably expected to win a few games and narrowly snatch sixth or like be in no man's land, because I think sixth is no man's land if you gather a couple of wins together.
Well, hold on.
But not the problem is, it's went from fun in games to a relegation scrap.
No, this guy legit, I think he felt like they could get third. When he came in, people were saying Aberdeen can still get third.
He's underestimated it.
I think Neil Warnock expected to come up, get third place and win the Scottish Cup.
Because Scottish football's piss easy.
And he's found out that is just not the case. He came in after the Celtic game, lost 2-1 against Rangers at Ibrox. Now, I mean, they were unlucky in a sense. I think that they could have maybe had a penalty late on, but they were outplayed in that game, and they didn't deserve to be in it with a couple of minutes to go. I thought they were really poor. Even the Miovski goal, he took it well, but it was a gift for Rangers.
The best game Aberdeen have played was the game against Celtic, and he wasn't even in charge for that.
Oh, I'm not counting that. No,
I'm counting that. I'm counting post Barry Robson.
He came back 3-0 against Motherwell. I mean, you can look at that and say, that's a good point, but you can also look at it and say, they should never have been 3-0 down to Motherwell in the first place. Plus, they equalised on the 50th minute. They gave themselves 40 minutes to go on and find a winner, and they couldn't do it. And they were at home against Pittodrie. See 3-0 down 26 minutes.
Pittodrie.
I wonder what the Aberdeen fans were thinking back then. Don't know. Then they drew 2-2 against Hibs, a game where I thought they were probably second best, and yeah, no, I think Hibs, they should have had that penalty first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another poor game. Then they lost 2-0 against Kilmarnock, showed nothing in that match. I thought they were really, really poor. Neil Warnock came out and said there's no fight in the team. Basically just blamed all the players, takes no responsibility himself. He'll just pin the blame on everyone else. And then tonight, 2-0 against St Johnstone. So it's not good. Since he came in, he has played, 5 games, and he has got, in the league, 3 defeats and 2 draws.
Hey, what was Junior Hoylett did? Brought him in, he's done absolutely hee-haw.
I think he's only played 2 games, but still. Anyway, the point remains, he's not got a win yet in the league. I'm not counting Bonnie Rig Rose, who cares? He beat them, but he whooped it.
No, he's come out and said after the match, right, that they won't win another game. If they don't win another game, they're finishing 11th.
Yeah, but he's almost saying that as if this team ain't good enough, the players ain't good enough, they're not good enough to win or not. He's not good enough. He's the one that's messed up here.
Aye, but listen to this, right? This is Aberdeen's next 4 games, so they're away to St Mirren, then they're at home to Kelly, but that's in the Cup, and you'd probably expect them to go out. Then they're away to Dundee, and then they're away to Motherwell, so the next 3 games in the league are away to teams that are better than them. Right? No, I mean, what team's worse? I mean, then they're at home to Ross County, right? And then they're away to Levy back-to-back. That is the 30th of March and the 6th of April. I think Aberdeen will probably pick up about 2 points out of 9 in the 3 previous games out of that. And I see if they go into Ross County and Livingston and lose them both, which right now could very... They're fucked.
They are fucked.
No, they're actually incredibly lucky Livingston are mints.
I just don't like the way he is blaming it on the team, blaming it on the players, making it out as if he's got a Mission Impossible job here. This is the same team that beat Frankfurt 2-0 at Pataudry.
You touched on Craig Levein, much worse team come in, immediate impact. This guy's made Aberdeen worse, and he's got great players at his disposal.
He has. And if Aberdeen didn't have Miovski, then I honestly wonder if they would be going down this season. But this is a team that, in the group stage, if you look at their head-to-head, over the 2 games against Frankfurt, they beat them in the groups. Overall, in the group stage of the Europa Conference League, Aberdeen finished with a level goal difference.
Yeah, it's just... This is just a guy that thought it'd be easy, though.
They could compete against some pretty good teams in Europe, but Neil Warnock comes in and they can't beat the dross of the Scottish Premiership. Nah, I'm not having it. Neil Warnock's not good enough. I don't think he'll get sacked because Aberdeen, I mean, they already look like a laughing stock. If they sack Neil Warnock, it kind of forces them into hiring their new manager permanently early, and they've already said they don't want to do that. They said they want to wait to the end of the season, see who's available, take time, and then make their choice then. If they get rid of Neil Warnock now, then they probably do need to bring someone in, or just give the guy whoever was in charge against Celtic. I mean, I think it's looking like you could just give him it.
If he gets sacked, right, I don't really know the complete history of Aberdeen, but I'm willing to bet he'd be the worst manager ever. He'd have to be.
Well, if he gets sacked at the moment, statistically, he's 1 win out of 6, and it was against Bonnyrigg Rose.
Aye. So, we can't count that.
Yeah, even if you do count it, that gives him what? It's like a 16.6 win percentage.
Fog football could beat Bonnyrigg Rose. Alright?
On FIFA, really?
No, 2 on 11.
Alright, fair enough.
Maybe some of the obsessed commenters. Come on! Tag team, pick a 9, but Neil Warnock, man, he thought this was going to be easy, and it's nothing but easy, and it's not a good look to end the CV. He probably thought, he's never won a trophy, he thought, I'll go up to Scotland, I'll win the Scottish Cup and take Aberdeen up the table. And it's not turned out that way. If anything, I don't know every managerial job the guy's had, but I would say this has to be up there as the worst that he's done. I'm sure he's got teams relegated and co, but this is horrendous. Like, Aberdeen were talked about as the 3rd best squad, and hell, I still think their squad is up there. But they can't deliver, on whatever reason that is, I'm not too sure.
And he says there's no fighters in this team. Is he saying Graham Shinney's not a fighter? Fucking nonsense. He's saying Graham Shinney isn't interested. He says there's no fight in the team, no determination in the team, there's no like hard men in the team that can put in a good tackle.
He's talking shite.
Maybe he's just not a good manager. Maybe he can't put in a good fucking team talk.
Look at that. They've got a good team, man. I mean, Miovski, Leighton Clarkson, Duke,
McGrath,
Graham Shinney. I
mean, you look at the start, you look at the first 11, like, and you probably do have the best team.
Johnny Hayes, Gotterman, Ruse. They're not bad players. Devlin.
Yeah, so...
No, but like, we can bury Barry Robson all you want. He got a tune at them in big games.
No, he did.
He pumped Rangers at Ibrox. Yeah, I know Rangers only beat this Aberdeen 2-1, right, a few weeks ago, but it should have been more. The Aberdeen see this gimmick of, we're going to win the cup. Hi. Unless they play Bonnyrigg Rose every game to the final, they're not going to win it. Anyway, is that it for Aberdeen? Is that it for the sheep? Any final thoughts on Craig Levein?
Well, I mean, if we look at Aberdeen, Barry Robson, right, after the finish of Europe, so if we look here, going into the last week of Europe, he won before the Frankfurt game. He beat Hearts 2-1, followed up the next league game with a 2-1 win against Levy. Alright, then lost 3-0 against St Mirren, and then beat Ross County 3-0. So from the 9th of December to the 2nd of January, he won 3 out of 4 league games. I think that's a little bit harsh on sacking him. He followed that up with a 1-1 draw against St Johnstone away, lost at Tynecastle 2-0, then a 1-1 draw at home against Dundee, and that's what got him fired.
Yeah, but a lot of people said he needed to win that Dundee game.
I mean, possibly, but...
I mean, possibly it happened. People said it.
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I do not think Barry Robson would be winless in the fixtures that Neil Warnock's had.
Well, he beat Bonnie Rigrose, didn't he?
So there you go. But it is what it is, guys. Barry Robson's gone. Neil Warnock's there. It's just it's the ignorance. I think a lot of people believed he would come up and just because he's done okay. Even to say he's done okay in England, I think that's false. Yeah, he's saved teams for relegation. He's took a shitload of teams down as well. For me, the guy is just he's a journeyman for some reason.
He's simply got this job because people view the English leagues as better than our league. That's it. People view the English Championship as like goat tier. Just because look at Lee Johnstone, Paul Hickenbottom. They've managed, Paul Hickenbottom managed Sheffield United this season in the Premier League. But look, he was at Hibs and he was fucking shite.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean any. Like, Michael Beale, right, was managing QPR, got offered the Wolves job, turned it down. He went to Rangers. Just because you have managed teams, right, in the Premier League doesn't automatically mean you're going to be able to replicate that success in Scotland.
Anyway, will Aberdeen survive? What do you think they're going to finish? What's your predictions? Aberdeen go.
You know what? I think they will survive, right? It's one of those ones where...
It's looking like Thames to me.
No, I think there's some teams, right, where if they get relegated, it's like, right, you can look at a total rebuild. This is a good Aberdeen squad. It's not like... So I think some teams actually get relegated and it's actually... They can get rid of all the big wage players that have been dragging them down and they can bring a bit of youth in and rebuild in the Championship for a season. I think that does happen. See with Aberdeen, what are they going... If they get fucking relegated, they're humped. No, see if they get relegated. Yes, all these players that are worth big money aren't going for anything.
See when you need a rebuild, right? Yeah, sometimes that's maybe not the worst time to go down because you can just start fresh, but Aberdeen, the quality of squad that they have, it would be a disaster if they went down to the Championship because you just know they are not holding on to half of those good players.
Yeah, it's alright them saying we want 7 million for Miovski. If you're in the Scottish Championship, you're not getting £7 and a bottle of Iron Brew for Miovski.
And on that note, guys, we've probably talked about Aberdeen too much, but Neil Warnock's pissing me off. I think the guy should go.
I think he should go. But you know what? He's sinking Aberdeen and I'm all here for it. So, till next time, guys. Peace.